The Score, the place for local sports, now presents another live local broadcast of high school sports. No one does more live local play-by-play than The Score does. Local Sports on The Score is brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Connected Credit Union, building lifelong relationships. Get connected, stay connected. KVFCU, invested in you. Skowhegan Savings Bank, making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Tire Center, they beat any price. Route 201 Skowhegan. Flagship Cinemas, a better cinema experience. See you at the movies. KMD Driving School in Oakland, teaching your kids to drive for over 25 years. SBS Carbon Copy, Main Street, Waterville, where printing is personal, not puzzling. Manchester Motors, your Coyote tractor dealer. We dig dirt. Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Computer Improvements in Skowhegan. From sales of computers and accessories to service, we are your go-to computer store. Heights Chevrolet in Skowhegan. Our family is here for your family. Your team from your town plays here. Now with a play-by-play, here's Mike Violet and AJ Knight.
And so we are on to the playoffs. Good afternoon and welcome to Skowhegan Area Memorial High School, where this afternoon here on The Score, we bring you live coverage of playoff field hockey. It's the Class A North Field Hockey quarterfinals. The number 1 Skowhegan Riverhawks hosting the number 8 Lewiston Blue Devils. Welcome to our broadcast. Mike Violet here. AJ Knight is alongside. And in talking to Janessa Alberico, the head coach of the Lewiston Blue Devils, she said at the beginning of the 2024 season, her team sat down and they discussed their goals and their expectations for the upcoming season. Ultimately, the team decided that their goal would be to make the playoffs. Well, here we are. They made the playoffs, and what is the bonus for making the playoffs? A date with the Skowhegan Riverhawks, the defending regional champions for, 157 times over?
As one publication said, right, we're in a familiar position. Oops, Skowhegan did it again and won the region regular season crown, despite the fact that they looked as gettable as they've probably looked in the last 2 decades this season.
And that means they went 12-2. That's how gettable they were. But the Lewiston Blue Devils losing 17 seniors from last year's team, only one returning varsity starter. They knew their season was going to be a challenge. It has been, but they accepted the challenge, and goal achieved. They did get here. They're playing with house money. They played this team earlier this year, back on October 9th. Wasn't a close game. It was a 7-0 win by the Skowhegan Riverhawks, but they're here. You may as well play and leave it all out there, and she says that's exactly what they plan on doing.
Yeah, I heard the players when they got onto the sideline after getting off the bus and marching over here to this beautiful Skowhegan field, shouting over and over again to themselves, underdog, underdog, underdog. To your point, house money. And I'll say, even though the game between these two wasn't close when they played before, in general, this Blue Devils team defensively has actually been pretty good. That Skowhegan game was one of only 2 games They've given up more than 4 goals. They've only given up more than 3 goals in 4 games. So they've been pretty solid defensively. Blue Devils have struggled a little bit on the offensive end, which is how you get to the under 500 record. And unfortunately, where they struggle is where Skowhegan excels, which is defensively.
Absolutely. And so a major test for Sarah Mack in goal today, a senior in goal for the Lewiston Blue Devils. She certainly is going to be tested. Talking to Paula Dowdy, the head coach forever here at Skowhegan High School, saying that she has no doubt that today's game is going to be challenging. The tournament is nothing like a regular season game, and she said that she has no doubt that both teams have worked hard and are going to be ready. We've had a ton of illness. It's impacted our performance, but hopefully she finished with, we can pull it together. I have a feeling that they will.
Stop me if you heard that before the last couple of weeks. You and I have been doing this, that illness has affected a team. Yeah, they're on an 8-game winning streak coming into the postseason. They're outscoring teams 24-6 in that stretch, which means they're outscoring, on average, they're outscoring teams 3 to about half a goal per game.
Yeah.
They haven't lost in regulation this season, and one of those 2 losses in the 14 games they played was, of course, the season opener against Brewer. They lose 3-2 overtime in that one. They lose 2-1 in double overtime against Messalonskee. That's their only losses, both by a single goal, both not in regulation. And again, for Class A North, thought this year, young Skowhegan team, new goaltender, a lot of new faces, spread about the field defensively and in the midfield, and yet business as usual, winning a regular season title, 1 seed, meaning postseason play in the North. Got to go through the Riverhawks.
Only 5 seniors back for Skowhegan this year, 3 of them captains. One of them, of course, Sedalia Savage, a brilliant player who undoubtedly will be a Miss Maine field hockey finalist. Ellie Quinn, who's going to D1 to play field hockey. Sophie Noyes, also one of those senior captains. Then you also add in Addie Goggin and Catriel Garcia, who certainly are contributors, but it's the 2 juniors after those 5 seniors. They are Deja Alberico and Grace Mayo, 2 really big contributors for this team. But it's a sophomore-laden team. They've got a ton of sophomores. They've all stepped up and performed well. It's been a process of figuring it out this year for those youngsters, and they've done so.
Yeah, and that's what's terrifying, obviously, going forward for Skowhegan is how young they were. And I think we've, of course, been here plenty of times. We've seen the Skowhegan team several times. And if you've followed or you've gone back to the vault, which you can for free anytime, Central Maine Sports on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Some names have changed in and out. You know, we talked about Perkins, who didn't get called a lot in terms of you calling the game at the beginning of the season, then was. Last few games, it's not. Nunn has been a big piece defensively for them.
Nunn, yes.
And so, you know, still, even late in the season, Skowhegan, I think, still finding some things that work, but you hit on the important pieces. With Pease and Quinn, you know you've got offensive firepower. And then with Savage, you know you've got a really big defensive piece who can create transition. And then in her moments has really stepped up and delivered. We saw that against Lawrence. We saw it against Messalonskee. She, again, Miss Maine final. You can't say anything more than what you said. I mean, she's a great piece, one of the best players in Central Maine, which is a distinguished list, mind you.
Indeed, it sure is a very exclusive list. 2 losses, as AJ mentioned, by Skowhegan, both in overtime. 3-2 in the season opener to the Brewer Witches. Then on September 24th, they lost in a game we had on the score to the Messalonskee Eagles, 2-1. They have not been beaten in regulation time. It's going to take a yeoman effort by Lewiston to get it done here this afternoon. So Lewiston, the 8 seed, Skowhegan, the 1 seed. They're ready to get it on. We're back with field hockey from Skowhegan after this on The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
an HVAC technician,
pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect,
physical therapist,
I'm going to be a lawyer,
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor,
a machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer,
an athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity, where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
At Haight Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Haight Chevy. Haight Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haight family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a biweekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
Hi, this is Mike Perkins from KMD Driving School. I've been instructing your children in driver's ed for years. We're accepting new students for the fall and winter classes. Let the professionals teach your children. Call 465-4835. Sign them up for KMD Driving School. New classes begin every 3 weeks. Call 465-4835, 465-4835, or visit us online at kmddrivingschool.com. The journey begins with us. KMD Driving School.
For the safety of you and your family, 201 Tire Battery and Service on Riverside Drive in Vassalboro offers only the best and most reliable tires and batteries, including used batteries for your ride, cars, motorcycles, and more. And tires for everything. Tractors, lawnmowers, your car and truck, custom rims? Yup, of course. Open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 until 5, Friday till 3. Pet friendly with free battery testing and complimentary ice cream. 201 Tire Battery and Service on the Augusta-Vassalboro line.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer?
Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades, and Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder, or a farmer, or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257. 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew back live here at Skowhegan Area Memorial High School with a game time temperature for these two teams today of 40 degrees. It is cold, it is raw, and that's about all I have to say about that.
As someone said it earlier today, which I think was pretty smart, last week was fall, this week is winter, and then Thursday's summer.
Summer's coming back.
Yeah.
Yes, I heard about that, and it can't come back soon enough. We have a glimmer of sunshine, and that is about it. I don't think it's any threat to come out and stay for good. And we are started here in Skowhegan playoff field hockey. Here's Lucia Tremblay, and Tremblay to the near side. Colgan can't keep it in, but it's out off Skowhegan, so it'll be a Lewiston ball, and semi-fan on that restart by Colgan. She'll do it again. Skowhegan twice beaten, both in overtime. Once by Brewer, once by Mesalonsky. And a 7-0 win over this Lewiston team back on October the 9th. Here, veering it up for the Skowhegan Riverhawks. Up the right side is Deja Alberico. Alberico had it broken up, and now it's going to go back to Lewiston.
And I believe both the Skowhegan losses were on the road, too, weren't they?
They were.
That's what I thought. So, yeah, home field going through Skowhegan, pretty good for them as well.
All right, here's a steal by Quinn. Quinn inside the line. Now it's run out and cleared out by Lucia Tremblay. Tremblay and Quinn fight for it. Quinn with a bit of an aerial there right off the midsection of Cody. And it'll go to the Lewiston Blue Devils. Down to our right, Kayuri Kenyon. Down to our left is Sarah Mack.
And again, this Lewiston defense, despite that recent matchup, generally been pretty solid defensively, and they're going to need to be today. But I think it's going to be crucial, freezing up my vowels there, crucial for the Blue Devils to, I think, score early.
Yeah, it would be something to see Skowhegan play from behind, something they never do.
Yeah. Again, tall task, but I think it's crucial for them if they're going to pull off the upset to score early.
Yeah, Iani Holloman over on the far side, 14, going to restart it for the Blue Devils. No score just underway here, couple of minutes in. A lot of nothing so far. Steal by Skowhegan. That was Alberico. Deja Alberico, one of the seniors on this team. One of the leaders for sure, along with the brilliant Sedalia Savage. Poke checked away at midfield by Skowhegan Charlotte Haney, but a restart for the Blue Devils. Today's game brought to you in part by our friends at Central Maine Community College in Auburn, with over 40 academic degrees and certificates to choose from. Find your passion. Your future starts here at cmcc.edu. Colgan will restart it. And it goes through the arms there of Tremblay. It's going to be a restart here for Skowhegan, and this is Lauren Nunn, the freshman, who has been a big contributor playing defense. She whiffed on that one big time, but Got it on the second time through. Got it up to Haney, taken back by Lewiston, and running it down now Cody. Cody inside the line. Haney blocked it. You don't want to get in the way of any shots today.
No.
Because they're not going to feel good. They don't feel good when it's 80. When it's 40 and raw like this, they absolutely will crush you. They will bring you to your knees.
And Lewiston holding their own here early, only about 4 minutes in. I think a big deal for them, you got to limit the mistakes. Unforced turnovers, penalty corners. You got to just try and play a real clean game.
Cody trying to get it up through none. It's a restart here for Lewiston. Tremblay will leave it there, and hopping up to get it rolling is Cody. Lauren Cody. Returning Letterman. Blocked. Restart here. For Skowhegan, it's Nunn. Nunn smacks it up. Got it up near midfield, trying to get control of it there for the Riverhawks is Faith Pease. And for the first time, Skowhegan advances it deep in Lewiston territory. Charlotte Crowley has to go back and fetch it, and it's all the way out of bounds. A lot of mustard on that. And it rolled all the way out.
And this is an area, especially on this field, we've seen a ton. How well can you clear against this Skowhegan defense?
All right, starting it up here is Valerie Potvin. Stolen by Quinn. Quinn. First foray into the circle by Skowhegan doesn't last long, but the Riverhawks will restart it. This is Sophie Noyes. Noyes up to Mayo. Mayo to Savage. Savage wheeling, dealing. Splits the defense, goes in, looks for a backhander, can't get it off. Haney is there, a shot, and Mack might have gotten a piece of it, and that rolls wide. And this will be a restart here for the Lewiston Blue Devils. So Skowhegan with their first opportunity inside the circle. There's an aerial lifted up by Emma Mills. Didn't work very well. Haney smacks it in. It rolls by Mack and out. I don't think we're going to see Paula Dowdy take her shoes off today. I'm just going to say that right now.
That's a bold but fair claim.
All right. A giveaway here by Lewiston, something you can't do. And up with it, Noyes. Noyes, though, going to leave it for Savage. Sedalia plays it back to Haney. Or check that back to Dodge, going without these sleeves. So while Paula Dowdy may not go bare feet today, Dodge will go with the bare arms for sure. That is Hardy.
I said, yeah, you said she might not go barefoot. She may find a few extra pairs of shoes.
Yeah, it's cold. I mean, this is the coldest, rawest day so far. Sliding it up inside the circle for Skowhegan. Noyes, or inside the line, I should say. Right back out, right back in with it, though, is Skowhegan. This is Savage. Check that it's not Savage. That instead is Grace Mayo, number 2. Savage is number 1. Doesn't matter. It's turned back by Lewiston. Now a restart here for the Blue Devils. Number 8 team, Class A North. Just squeaking into the tournament. Won 5 games during the regular season. Their goal was to get to the tournament. Here they are. Here's Haney at midfield. Slow start now to Savage. Back to Haney. Goes right through her. Haney with it back. Restart, though, for Lewiston. Lauren Cody with it. Cody smacks it up. Stopped at midfield. Now, here comes Skowhegan. Sedalia Savage whacks it up inside the circle. Up there is Quinn. A shot kicked out by Mack. Our first save of the day, a kick out by Mack. That was labeled. Nunn jumps up. Restart here for the Blue Devils. It'll be Grace Colgan. Colgan near side to Tremblay. They're going to make her start it again. The officials today are John McClellan and Jessica Orienta. To the middle to Cody. Cody spikes it ahead, kind of lifted it off the turf there, carried it for a brief second, the old Michigan play, and then it was knocked down. Over on the far side for Lewiston, it's Ava Dion. Dion played it up, scooped up by Tremblay. Tremblay checked. Restart for Lewiston. I think Sedalia Savage thought she was going to get it, but no. Cody, checked by Quinn. Inside the circle, it's Holloman. Holloman blocked. And it'll be a Skowhegan clear out here. Firing it up is Jaden Dodge. Dodge blocked by Holloman. Holloman down the far side. No score. We are 8 minutes into the first. One real good scoring opportunity by Skowhegan, turned aside by goaltender Sarah Mack, and that's been it. No scoring opportunities by the Lewiston Blue Devils at all. Ellie Quinn leaves it back there for Dodge. Dodge with an aerial. Knocked down far side by Holloman. Holloman keeps it alive. Holloman on the far side, taken by Skowhegan. In the middle for Quinn, picked off. Quinn jabbing at it at midfield. Restart here for Skowhegan. Noyes belts it up. Didn't get much on it, though. It's clear. Now it's off Quinn. And it should be Lewiston's ball it is. It'll be Lauren Cody, the junior midfielder, on the restart. Over midfield to Tremblay. Chloe Tremblay taken back by Skowhegan. A fan. Now cutting to the middle for the Riverhawks is Mayo. Mayo overran it. Holloman checked by Noyes. Noyes with a steal. Turns. Gets it inside the line to Quinn. Pease is up there near the net. Quinn with a shot or a pass. Could have been either one. It was blocked. Quinn gets the carom. Inside, trying to go deep and looking for Deja Albarico. Too far ahead and out of bounds.
Lewiston again holding their own now as we move to the second set of, or move out of the second set of 5 minutes here in this first quarter. Just one shot on goal going against them.
That's it. 5:20 to go in the first. No score. And Jaden Dodge runs it down on the far side. Far fewer people here today than when we were here last, when the temperatures were probably 25 degrees warmer, which means we might have some heavy viewership on our live stream, which is fine. Noyes with a turnaround, bounces inside. Quinn, a redirect there in front. Pease, a kick out by Mack, still loose. Quinn trying to jab at it, does on the backhand. That got blocked by the maze of players in front. And what will it be? It will be a Lewiston ball. I was thinking we might get a penalty corner out of that, but no. It'll be Lewiston's ball on the edge of the circle. Shelby Valley, fanned. That's a free ball now, and Lewiston jumps up. Pease, a restart. Pease at the circle, slides it in, run off by Lewiston. Carelessness there by the Devils. Let's see if Skowhegan can cash in. Holloman far side. Fighting for it up there with Albarico. Albarico comes away with it. To the net. In front looking for Quinn. Knocked away. Holloman skates it up the left side. Clears it out. Stopped by Savage. Savage twirls in, stick handles. Savage, as only she can do, belts one and it's wide. So Dahlia Savage, couple of nifty stick handling moves and then fired one wide. 3:40 to go in the first, no score. Outside the line. Knocked down by Grace Mayo. Restart here, though, for Lauren Cody. Cody fanned. Mayo checks her. That's a battle. Cody smacks it up. It's going to go out. And it'll be a restart for Lauren Nunn. Nunn right on the line. 3 minutes left. Kind of top that into the game for the Riverhawks is freshman Emma Foster, number 6. She's going sleeveless. Now Nunn. Smokes it up. It's blocked. Ends up on Pease's stick. Faith Pease trying to go here on Colgan. Pease with a head of steam. Pease deep at the line. Cleared out by Lewiston. Blue Devils playing some good defense there. Now back near midfield. Circling there is Grace Mayo. Mayo lost it. Taken away by Cody. Cody over midfield. Sweeps it out of bounds. And it will be a Skowhegan ball with 2.5 minutes left in the first. No score. Class A North field hockey quarterfinals.
Really just one little flurry there from Skowhegan. 3 shots on goal, but really that flurry where Mack had to make 2 was about it.
None with a giveaway. Never got it in bounds. Restart here for Lewiston. Grace Colgan. Coach Janessa Tallarico looking on. Quinn intercepts Ellie. Will nudge back pass to Haney. Haney over midfield. Taken away there by Holloman. Now taken back, Deja Alberico. Alberico stuffed. Alberico lost it. Taken back by Noyes inside the circle. Deflects off Quinn right there at the line, I should say. Not the circle. Restart here for Skowhegan. So Lewiston's done a nice job here in the first, keeping Skowhegan at bay. One great opportunity, which was turned aside by Sarah Mack. And that's it. Pease with a check, no. Cody comes away with it. Cody at midfield, restart for Lewiston. Lauren Cody. Right side pass intercepted by Pease. Rolls over instead, though, to Colgan. Checked by Pease, a whistle. It's going to go to Skowhegan here on the restart. Right in front of the timer. Lauren Nunn, 45 seconds to go in the first, no score. Nunn, ooh, that one hurt. That got a lot of Maya Langlois there. She shakes it off, number 8 in blue, or tries to. Smacked up by Cody. At the line, stopped by Mayo, but a restart here for Lewiston, and Lauren Cody will do the honors, 20 seconds to go. Fairly deep, smacked up, knocked down. Haney fanned on the clear, but got it out enough. Holloman about halfway inside the line. 5 seconds left. That'll run the clock out. Mayo dumps it up. That is it. So a stalemate here in the first period of the first playoff game. That horn's plenty loud enough, that's for sure. Score at the end of one. There isn't any. It's Skowhegan nothing and Lewiston nothing. You're watching and listening to high school field hockey playoff action on The Score.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. Because every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
Refi your ride at Connected Credit Union. Lower your current rate by as much as 1.5% and earn up to $300 cash back when you refinance your auto or recreational loan with us. This offer ends November 15th. Contact our loan team today for your best deal or apply online at connectedcreditunion.org. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA. Member eligibility required. Consult with a loan officer for more information.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Our first quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Little, if nothing, to break down. One shot on goal in this game. It came by Skowhegan on Sarah Mack. 2, 3? All right, 3 shots on goal. One real great save, though, by Sarah Mack. That was the best scoring opportunity. So 3 shots on goal. That's it. No penalty corners for either side, and scoreless at the end of one. Our first quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan.
That's the big number for Lewiston. I thought they held their own defensively, but not giving up any penalty corners, I think, is a big number for the Blue Devils. The question is going to be, it's great to keep yourself in it late, which should be your goal, but at some point you're going to have to find a way to at least amount some offense.
All right, 1 quarter in the books. Here we go to quarter number 2. And the playback by Lewiston. Holloman. Yane Holloman will restart it here right at midfield. No score. Skowhegan, Lewiston. Quarterfinal round of the Class A North Field Hockey Playoffs. Noyes tops it up. Knocked down. Quinn reached for it, couldn't get it. Played back in by Lewiston. Noyes there to check it. And Noyes on the restart for the Riverhawks. Up on the far side, Jaden Dodge. Got it ahead of the pack to Quinn. Quinn Pease goes to the net. Quinn lost it on the stick handle, got it back. Quinn inside the circle. Checked. Ellie stays with it. To the backhand. Now tried to turn forehand. Got it up and through. Penalty corner, our first of the game.
And, of course, the announcers, I don't even know if it's really a jinx. It's just the announcer oxymoron. Whatever, it seems like, especially me, whatever I say, the opposite is exactly about to happen.
I wasn't going to be so rigid in pointing it out, but you know what? You're right.
I mean, that's how it seems like it goes. Feels like when I feel like especially when I feel good about the point I'm about to make, it's immediately going to become moot.
Ellie Quinn to distribute. Savage, nearest to you. Number 1, back up to Haney. Haney shot blocked there. Boy, risking life and limb was Charlotte Crowley. And that one rolls all the way out and unable to save it, Skowhegan. Hustling with Savage, but she could not reach it.
Now you're going to see it. Just a great defensive execution by Lewiston. Skowhegan, again, offensive opportunity is going to be at a premium. They play at a little bit slower pace. They really want to choke down the game tempo. And great defense there on a penalty corner.
Noyes checking. Holloman. Midfield, pass up to Tremblay. Lucia Tremblay turned back by Dodge. You might see the Skowhegan football team practicing in the background over there. They're playing Lawrence Friday night. Here's Pease inside. Pease shut off, tries to turn to the net. That is kicked away by Mack. Mack kicked the ball out. It rolls outside the circle. Scooping it up there is Lila Terrio. And it's going to go back to Skowhegan. Haney's, I think, pass is blocked, and now it's going to go to Lewiston. As I was saying, that's the Skowhegan football team practicing beyond the fence over there for their first-round playoff game against Lawrence Friday night, which we will have.
Yes, make sure to check out the full schedule for this week. We got another big field hockey game tomorrow.
Lawrence Coney.
1160 The Score, centralmatesports.com, 1160 Score on social media, all the normal places.
All right, here's Holloman, checked by Dodge. Holloman and Dodge, a battle. It's going to go to Dodge here on the restart. She fanned on it. And scooping it up is Cody. Cody does a lot of work for this Lewiston team. Cody in the middle, gave it away. Scooped back in by Grace Mayo. Mayo up for Quinn. That's runoff. Now Holloman. Holloman on the far side.
That played that one up off Dodge, so it's going to go the other way.
Dodge with some beef on that, but it's blocked. Never made it inside the line. Taking it right back, though. Mayo inside. The backhand. It is centered right there in front. Still loose in front. It rolls right by the goal mouth. We're going to get a penalty corner out of this? Yes.
How about this feed? Mayo hits Quinn almost perfectly at stride, but then just by sheer effort alone, I think that you see Pease gets a piece of that one. I don't think Mack ever technically makes a save. Her defense just does a great job.
All right, penalty corner number 2. For Skowhegan, it'll be Ellie Quinn. Savage and Pease. Then Charlotte Haney in that order. 1, 11, and 10 as you look at the screen. Up top it goes to Mayo. Mayo right side to Dodge. Dodge lets it fly, and it's wide.
That's something we've seen a change to with the Skowhegan team is you talked about all the big playmakers kind of on that left side, but Dodge, we've seen them run that a few times. Obviously, clearly trust the power of her shot because they get her just inside that circle and she unloads.
All right, here is Lewiston on the restart. Clearing it up is Charlotte Crowley. Crowley, pass went through to Terrio. Terrio lost it, though. Mayo, midfield, swept it over on the far side to Noyes. Sophie can't save it. This will be Lewiston's ball. Right there to restart it for the Blue Devils is Ava Dion. She'll leave it for Holloman, though. Holloman gave it away to Noyes, who gave it away to Holloman. Holloman looking for space at midfield. Quinn takes it away. Ellie lost her footing. Back to Noyes, though. Sweeps it up for Pease. Pease has got a 4-goal game this year. Near side, hustling for it there, Crowley. Check that. It's Colgan. It's going to be a restart here for Skowhegan. Haney stuffed on the play by Terrio. She'll start it again. Haney stuffed on the play there by Tremblay. Haney tries it again. Really didn't get good wood on that. Inside the circle, it's Alberico, and Deja can't run it down.
And Deja's going to be unhappy with herself there because enough Lewiston contact slowed that down, but just got up on her foot.
Here's Cody. Cody stopped. She'll start it again.
Feels a little make or break for Lewiston right now, doesn't it? Skowhegan really starting to play downhill and keeping the ball hemmed in.
Up to Quinn. Quinn belts it, and it rolls wide.
And normally counting on Pease to be somewhere in the vicinity to deflect that.
So tomorrow evening, when you're having supper, it's Coney at Lawrence. Lawrence at Coney in the Class B North quarterfinals, 5:30 tomorrow night here on The Score, centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, and on YouTube at Central Maine Sports.
Yeah, which I'm sure you'll hear us talk about a lot tomorrow, especially in the pregame. That's the 7-2 matchup.
I know, it's crazy.
Which is, yeah. I mean, if you would have told me at the beginning of the season, Mike, that was your region final pick, I would have said, that's a good pick. I believe that.
Well, the top 7 in Class B North are all really good teams and very close in talent.
And again, I think Coney only has 3 losses on the season, suffered 2 of them in their first 3 games. One of the later in the season, lost the Lawrence.
Yep. All right, back in her own end, whipping it up is Mayo. Mayo up the far side. Alberico couldn't save it. 7.5 to go. We're halfway through the second. No score. It's a moral victory so far for Lewiston. They have kept Skowhegan off the scoreboard. In the middle for Cody. Cody trying to go by Mayo. Midfield, Skowhegan comes away with it. Haney belts it up. There's Pease. Pease is not going to be able to run it down. It rolls out.
That's what Skowhegan loves to do. Pease just always seems to be ahead of the defense. That just got just a little bit too fast. Couldn't quite catch up to it.
So it'll be a Lewiston ball. Sweeping it over is Crowley. Crowley stopped. Keeping it alive there, Alberico over to Noyes. Dodge right with her. Denied, though, by Emma Mills. Inside, bounces over the stick there of Alberico. Holloman has to give it back to Skowhegan. It's a restart here for the Riverhawks. 6.5 to go in the first half, no score. Noyes along the dotted line. Clears it in. It's knocked down, and a violation on Skowhegan. So on the restart, it'll go to Lewiston. Looking at Janessa Tallarico, the Lewiston coach on the sidelines, got to feel good about where her team is.
I think defensively been pretty sound. And just worry about these last 6 minutes here because Skowhegan's really hemmed in the possession.
Holloman down the sidelines. Holloman checked on the play by Lillian Smith. To the dotted line it goes. That's Sedalia Savage. She's been quiet so far. Savage cleared it out up to Pease. Pease doubled. Pease, we get a restart. It's going to go to Lewiston. Cody. Checked by Pease. Then Quinn jumps into the play, and it's going to stay with Lewiston.
There's a breath of air for this Lewiston offense who's just been stuck playing D.
Cody, it's knocked down. Trying to clear it out, Mayo. Mayo got tied up, and she's going to restart it. Actually, she'll leave it for Savage. Sedalia. Pass to Mayo. Mayo over midfield to Quinn. Quinn checked. Her stick came out. Paige Taylor went down with Quinn's stick and handed it back to her. You don't see that in hockey.
I just say it. Just continuing.
A redirect, a high one, and a save there off the stick of Quinn by Mack. Haney down in front. Mack comes out, kicks at that ball. It's cleared out, back on it, Mayo. Mayo in a flurry. She mishit it. Mayo to the circle. Turns, shoots, it's blocked, and we've got a penalty corner coming. A real good flurry there by Skowhegan, their third penalty corner about to happen.
There's just a whole lot in there.
There's a whole lot of humanity in there. And so, Sarah Mack about to defend her third penalty corner. Quinn on the far side. Different formation here. They go back to the top. That's Dodge. She goes back to get it, and it's a violation on Skowhegan. Not sure what it was, but not much of a penalty corner there by the Riverhawks. 3:45 left in the first half. No score. And I do say that with the shock and surprise in my voice that you thought you heard.
Yeah, I was just watching back on the Mid-State Machine Instant Replay, that whole scrum. The only shot was the first one you called was Quinn. Lewiston's defense has done a nice job when the ball has gotten inside the half circle of really packing in and trying to limit what gets to Mack. And then Mack, to this point, has stood strong. She's got 6 saves.
Lewiston clears. Trying to find some offense, though. It's been a rocking chair first half for goaltender Kaori Kenyon in goal for Skowhegan. No action at all. Now over the line, it's Langlois. Langlois to the circle. Restart here for Lewiston.
And for Lewiston, you really want to get this. I mean, obviously, if you can get a goal-scoring opportunity, that'd be great. But just get inside the half circle and just try and get one of those whistles and get a penalty corner set up.
Here's Cody on a restart. Cody drags it up, checked by Pease. Cody goes wide. That's blocked by Quinn and out. And what do we got?
I think it's going to come outside the circle.
Okay. Clock running, 2:20 left in the half. No score. At the line, it's Cody. Cody carries it. Pease took it away. Faith stopped at the line. Now out. Restart here for Skowhegan. Haney rolls it up. Quinn. 2 minutes to go in the half. No score. Quinn over midfield. Broken up. Quinn trying to get it back. Does. Up to Pease. Faith with that great speed. Can't break away, though. Out of bounds. Nope, it stayed in bounds. Good job there on the sidelines by Langlois. It's back to Skowhegan. No, it's going to go to Lewiston.
And they got a play on there because that hit both of Quinn's feet, and then as soon as they got to stop, the play on expired. And then, unfortunately, Lewiston gives it right back.
So Lauren Nunn at midfield, minute and a half to go. I think if you had told Janessa Tallarico before the game that within a minute 20 of halftime it was scoreless, she would have jumped up and down with joy.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, remember these two met just a couple weeks ago. 7-0 Skowhegan.
Out on the far side, off Skowhegan. Restart for Lewiston. It's tipped out of bounds. It'll be Skowhegan's ball. Dodge with 1 minute to go. Dodge on the restart. Drives it down. A bouncer went high. Missed a stick there of Holloman.
I think you're going to play with a high stick from Lewiston, but it's outside the circle.
Back to Savage. Savage over to Dodge. Dodge inside the circle. A lot of goal scorers around there. Quinn can't get a handle on it. And it is going to be a penalty corner for Skowhegan. 20 seconds left.
No rush, obviously, because even if time expires, this continues as long as I think Skowhegan has possession inside the circle. And a long huddle there from the Riverhawks, so their fourth one of this quarter, like you said, and just not, I don't even think they have a shot on goal yet from a penalty corner.
All righty, here we go. There's the horn. Haney slides it over, turning. That's Sedalia Savage. Savage deep, a roller, stopped by Mack, and that one is out, and that's going to be the half. So the Lewiston Blue Devils are in the happiest tie of their lives here at halftime as they have played to an absolute deadlock against the Skowhegan Riverhawks. Our score at the half, Skowhegan 0 and Lewiston 0. You're watching and listening to Playoff Field Hockey on The Score.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse. Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
Or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, our score crew. Chaz Wing on our game camera here today. Ashley Knight is doing our graphics on the computer. It's time for our second quarter breakdown, brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. A scoreless first quarter brought us a scoreless second quarter, but we finally had some penalty corners in the second. 4 penalty corners for the Skowhegan Riverhawks. No goals resulting as a result of any of those penalty corners. Skowhegan continue to certainly dominate from a territorial standpoint, but where it counts, we are still scoreless. Shots, what do we got?
7-0
for the game?
Yeah.
All right, 7-0 for the game for Skowhegan. So our second quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partners since 1984. Halftime's brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, HammondLumber.com. So 7-0 the shots on goal in favor of Skowhegan. But again, Janessa Tallarico 0-0 with Skowhegan on their home field after the first half of a playoff game. I'll take me some of that.
What's the old recipe if you're the road team? Just keep it close late. Pressure flips so you keep it close late because the home team's supposed to be the one that wins, especially when you're the 8th seed on the road at the 1 seed. And I think defensively have done a pretty good job. You're going to see, obviously, we're in the Hammond Lumber halftime. All the first half highlights are Sarah Mack and her defense stopping the ball from going in the net.
That's it. That's all there's been. If we had a Kaori Kenyon highlight, we'd play it.
But no, I think the defense has done a nice job when the ball's gotten into the half circle, trying to pack in, prevent balls from getting in there. They played to a 0-0, obviously tie at the end of the first, but 0-0 penalty corners as well. Skowhegan does pick up 4 there as you start to see the possession time tilt in Skowhegan's favor, but Lewiston's defense held up strong. Unfortunately, the question's going to be, again, keep it close late, but we've seen this formula before. We've seen Skowhegan, even in games where maybe they have not offensively been as dominant as we think they're capable of, be in this position, and the next thing you know, the game's over and they win 4-0 as they kind of just blow the doors off in the second half.
Nice of AD Brian Jones to make sure that we stay hydrated on this stiflingly hot day that we are working under, but thanks to A.D. Jones because we want to stay lubricated.
Yeah, he's schmoozing us up because we're going to be covering his team on the road on Friday. He wants to sit. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's where we will be. That's our first playoff football game Friday night. Between now and then, though, we have field hockey tomorrow night.
Such a good
Class B North quarterfinal matchup between the Coney Rams and the Lawrence Bulldogs. Fuller Field in Augusta. 5:30 is game time tomorrow night. Then football this weekend. Friday night, Skowhegan is at Lawrence in the Class B North. First round playoff game. That's at 7 Saturday afternoon. We're in Winslow for football between the Winslow Black Raiders and the Madison Bulldogs, who we saw play MCI a couple of weeks ago, and that was a really good game. We'll see what Winslow and Madison have Saturday afternoon at 1.
Don't tell A.D. Jones, but Madison might have the best hospitality. I'm just saying while we're talking about them. It's pretty good up in Madison.
I'm not gonna play favorites there at all. I'm gonna hedge my bets there when it comes to who's more hospitable than the other when it comes to athletic directors, because we got to work with them all at the end of the day.
That's true.
All
I
right?
mean, just look at it just this week. Here in Skowhegan, Coney tomorrow, Lawrence Friday, and Winslow Saturday.
We will be busy again. The complete schedule at centralmainsports.com and 1160thescore.com.
Also added into that, radio streaming Saturday night, UMaine Black Bears been on a roll, and they play Merrimack. It's Saturday. We've got the game Saturday. I think it's 7:30 puck drop Saturday night.
And believe it or not, Maine goes down to Northeastern. They win on the road at Northeastern for the first time in like 20 tries on Friday night. Then they play to a tie Saturday night, which they actually won in the shootout. They dropped one spot in the national poll from 6 to 7 after all that, huh?
I mean, so unsurprising after last year, right? Boston College, #1 team in the country, comes in. They win the first one. They end up letting the second one go to a shootout, which they lose, and then they didn't get any respect then. But their schedule's not easy this year, so they'll have plenty of chances to move up because that same Boston College team they'll play. Denver, I think, comes to town. It's a loaded schedule, and as you know way better than I, Mike, Hockey East is a very good conference.
Halftime brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, HammondLumber.com. We are scoreless. Class A North Field Hockey quarterfinals, second half action. Lewiston and Skowhegan next on The Score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity, where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our Score crew back here at Skowhegan Area Memorial High School, ready to go in the second half. Lewiston Blue Devils now going right to left, and Lewiston Seeing Skowhegan go left to right. Down in goal to our left, Kaori Kenyon. Down in goal to our right is Sarah Mack. 7 saves in the first half. Kenyon, no saves in the first half.
No threats.
None. Penalty corners 4-0. And shots on goal 7-0, both in favor of Skowhegan. But again, the longer that this deadlock goes, the more I would think the pressure is felt by Skowhegan, because they are supposed to win this game, and they won 7-0 the first time that these two teams played back on October 9th.
Yeah, again, that's the old sports cliche. Just keep it close late if you're the road team or the underdog, whichever.
All right, smacked inside by Haney, blocked, and cleared out of there by Lewiston Charlotte Crowley. Crowley couldn't get it far. Nunn kept it alive. The freshman poking at it, still poking at it. Haney backhands it. Now Haney comes away with it with some help. Haney played it through, but Holloman able to run it off. Holloman near side. Holloman overran it and rolls out of bounds.
I think she slipped a little bit there, too.
Cole brings dampness. Inside, Alberico. Deja to Mayo. Mayo inside the circle to the backhand. Up for Quinn. Quinn had it taken away. Far side. Scooping over there to get it is Lucia Tremblay. They get it up to Cody. Cody able to get it out, but a restart here for Skowhegan. Sedalia Savage, look out. She fanned on it. Rolls up. It's boxed around. Way out of that net there was Mack. And we're going to get a penalty corner? Yes.
Yeah, I think we got a whistle right before that got cleared out.
So penalty corner number 5. Let's see what Skowhegan does from a strategy standpoint. It'll be Addie Goggin who will distribute. Goggin slides it up to Mayo. Mayo at the line. Mayo over to Savage. Back to Mayo. Mayo inside the circle. Can't get a shot off, though. Mayo comes out with it. Mayo knocked down. They're going to do it again.
Yeah, I think a little bit of a break there as Mayo was kind of chasing that one. Noyce touched it up for her, but just couldn't quite get control of it. And again, as we head into penalty corner number 6 for Skowhegan, that fourth one that ended the first half was the first time they got a shot on goal. So out of 5 attempts thus far from the penalty corner, Skowhegan's got 1 shot on goal.
Addie Goggin sweeps to Savage. A tough one to handle. She has to wait for it. Stick handles. Never go at her like that. She goes inside, shoots and scores! Sedalia Savage finally gets Skowhegan on the board. She gives Skowhegan a 1-0 lead off a penalty corner.
Surprise, surprise, the senior steps up in a big moment again, and she absolutely buries that one with just some fancy stick work.
So Savage off a penalty corner, and it is 1-0 Skowhegan.
Right on cue, right? Again, I make a point that they don't even get shots on goal during the penalty corners, and of course she does something fancy and scores. Now Skowhegan in the catbird seat. This is exactly how they want to play, like a great pass rush. They play ahead with that defense.
Yep.
Good night, Eileen.
All right, here is Noyes. See if they can keep the heat on here. Noyes had it roll through. Up there turning is Alberico, but a restart here for Lewiston. They get it to midfield, swept back by Savage, who just scored up to Mayo. Mayo to the dotted line, to the line. The shot right on the doorstep there. Alberico can't redirect it.
Oh, you weren't kidding. She was right there.
She was right there.
And again, letting that Skowhegan offense that at times, I don't say sputters. I think they just play a little bit more conservatively, knowing how good they are on defense. But, man, once they get rolling, they roll downhill.
Here's Savage. Savage goes wide. Savage lets it go, looking for a deflection. Didn't get it.
Tell you what,
that had a little something on it.
So 2 straight looking for those little backdoor tip-ins or right on that side there. And even though Mac doesn't have to make a play, I don't think she's sweating any less.
Dion up to Terrio. Terrio sweeps it into the offensive zone. Not for long, though. Skowhegan right back with it. Taken back by Cody. Cody for Lewiston. Cody on a rush. Cody. Little tie up there. It's going to go to Lewiston. She and Savage, both number 1s. Cody. Nice stick handle. Goes through none. Still loose. Swept away there by Lillian Smith. It's inside the circle for one of the few times for Lewiston here today. Nunn clears. Nunn's got that long reach, but swept back in by Lewiston to the edge of the circle. There is Cody. Now running it out. Fanning on it there was Noise, I believe. Now she got all of that one, cleared it all the way to midfield, and it rolls all the way back down on Valerie Potvin. And Potvin has to retreat to get it. It doesn't go out. Cleared up. Skowhegan turning up the pressure here. The Riverhawks a brief steal. Now they're going to get it. Haney turns it in to Mayo. Mayo got it up inside the line. Inside the circle, I should say, to Quinn. Quinn couldn't handle it, and it's a penalty corner.
That clear right before that, before Skowhegan got the steal, was a dangerous proposition because there's a lot of Riverhawks in the area. But now, again, Skowhegan just starting to roll downhill quickly. No penalty corners first quarter, 7 in the second and third here.
9 minutes to go in the third. 1-0 Skowhegan on a goal off a penalty corner by Savage. Goggin to Savage. Savage stick handles. Actually, it's a pass. And fanning on the shot there, Skowhegan. And it's run out of the zone by Lauren Cody. On the fan, it was Mayo. Here's Mayo getting it back from Savage to the line. Stopped. Restart for Skowhegan. Inside it goes. Right there, Quinn. Quinn trying to get it on the backhand. It's loose. Still loose. Quinn digs for it, and it goes outside the circle, cleared by Cody. Cody cleared it out, though. Nunn's going to play it right back. Nunn smacks it up, knocked down by Holloman. That's a high stick.
And 100%.
Restart here for Skowhegan, coming down to 8 minutes to go in the third. Backing it in, Savage trying to stick handle. Got stuffed there on a good defensive play by Chloe Tremblay. They're going to give him another one? Yes.
Well, penalty corner there. She tried to turn there and got body.
This is number 8.
Yeah, 4 in the second. Now already quickly 4 in the third as we hit about the halfway point.
All right, in the game for Skowhegan is Catriel Garcia. She's got number 8 on her back. She goes right to the net here off this penalty corner. It's cleared out by Cody.
Heads up play by Cody. They got up to Savage, who's going to try and go right back down to Quinn on the inbound. She jumped that passing lane.
Lewiston trying to get it by Quinn. They did, but Mayo steals it right back. Mayo inside, no. Holloman. Holloman breaks up the play. Yanni Holloman. Right down below us in front of the scorers table. Lost an edge there, taken by Mayo. Mayo. Up with Noise. Pass deep looking for Quinn, but it's going to go out.
Yeah, Holloman showed some really nice stick work there and nice job. But if you're a Lewiston ball carrier and you've started to travel more than 5 yards with the ball, I think you're doing something wrong. You have to get rid of it.
Got to pass it. You'll be swarmed on.
Yes.
Cody lost it. Over the line now, Haney. Haney trying to go on Holloman. They're going to give it back to Skowhegan. This is Noise. Noise a center, knocked down. Garcia trying to grab it there. Another penalty corner coming.
And Skowhegan, obviously, I think would like to threaten a little bit more on these penalty corners, but the important thing is they're getting to pick the tempo which the game's played. They're getting to keep the ball in the offensive zone and just constantly grinding on this Lewiston defense.
Quinn. with 6 minutes to go in the third. 1-0 Skowhegan on a goal earlier in the quarter by Savage. Sedalia has it. Got it through. It was a shot. Ended up being a pass right there to Goggin, and it swept in. And it was Ellie Quinn to make it 2-0.
That Credit just saw the little sweep action there, so Nish Goggins feeds it down backside and finds a good person to find. Ellie Quinn just standing there. You know she knows what to do with it.
9:18, the time of the goal, also off a penalty corner. And it's 2-0 Skowhegan. So some breathing room for the Riverhawks. .540 left in the third. They have scored twice here in the third. Quinn on a forecheck. Cody lost it. Here's Savage. Check that. No, that's Mayo. Mayo up to Garcia. Garcia couldn't handle it, and it rolls out of bounds.
And I said at halftime, right, Mike Lewiston, I think you played sound defensively, but if you don't find a way to release the pressure and just get some push the other way, eventually a Skowhegan buzzsaw is going to get you.
Restart here for Lewiston. It's Cody. Lauren Cody. Good wood over midfield. Picked up by Nunn. Nunn back in. Haney at midfield. Has to give it up. A restart here for Paige Taylor. From Lewiston. Taylor over midfield. Trying to pick up Langlois there. Can't. Noyes stuffed by Holloman. Over midfield, Langlois on it. Swept in by Colgan. Blown dead, though, and a restart here for Noyes. To Quinn. Quinn and Holloman. Holloman wins the race. Boy, Holloman slipped several times in this game.
Yeah, she got to get some new cleats.
Shot up by Quinn is blocked, and we're going to get a penalty corner out of it for Skowhegan.
Yeah, Quinn tried to feed that through, but it caught, I think, the back of a Lewiston leg inside the half circle, penalty corner, Riverhawks.
They've scored on their last two.
And again, just more possession time, more chance to get threats and challenge Mac. Just keeping it away from their own defensive zone.
Quinn will distribute. To the top, knocked down by Savage. Savage with a stick handle. Savage goes in as she went to fire it. She lost an edge. It's right up there, and it's still loose on the doorstep. Mack kicking at it. Swept out by Lewiston. They can't get it outside the circle, though. Mayo's shot is blocked, and that is wide, and that should be Lewiston's ball. It is. Boy, that was quite the flurry.
Yeah, it was. And like you said, you see right there, Savage slips. I don't know how Goggins didn't get that in. Credit to the defense. Then I think Haney gets one that Mack gets a piece of, but a lot of credit there to the Lewiston defense. I think only really one save by Mack.
Here's Dodge inside the circle, a deflection. Stays away from the net. Savage back with it. Savage topped her shot there. It's blocked. Now Mayo. Mayo goes in. The backhander kicked away by Mack. Jumping on it there is Dodge. And it's going to go to Lewiston. Jaden Dodge last at it. But a violation called on Skowhegan. It goes to the Blue Devils. 2:40 left in the third. 2-0 Skowhegan. Cody at midfield. Checked by Mayo. Restart here for Cody and company. All right, over midfield by Lewiston. Stopped by Nunn. Nunn deep in her own zone. Tremblay. Going to be a restart here for Lewiston. Tremblay forced that. Here's Cody at the line. Trying to get by Quinn. Quinn checks it out. Quinn on it again. Stuffed. Good job by Cody to stick with it. Tries a shot. It rolls in. It's blocked. Still loose. Ducking down there. Trying to see it as Lillian Smith. And it's going to be Skowhegan's ball. 1:45 left. Mayo at the line. Mayo up to Garcia. Holloman Couldn't save it. A restart here for Skowhegan. Bounces up to the line, running it off there, Valerie Potvin. Kept alive there by Charlotte Haney. Holloman, though, stops it, starts the break. Can't keep it in play. Jaden Dodge. Teller right on the sideline. She moves it a couple of inches. Now the aerial. Knocked down there in front by Colgan. Dodge right back in. Colgan right back the other direction. Goes out, though, right in front of Coach Tallarico. Restart here for Skowhegan. Up to Noyes. Noyes looking for Garcia, knocked out by Lewiston. Dodge will start it up. 40 seconds left in the third. Skowhegan has scored twice. They lead it 2-0. Mayo up for Quinn. Rolls all the way through and goes by Goggin and rolls out.
Yeah, that one coming from outside the circle, so Mac making the, I don't want to call it controversial because I think there's strategy to it.
Quinn picks it off. Quinn stick handles. Quinn broken up at the circle there by Tremblay. Quinn sticks with it. Inside, swept out by Lewiston, and a penalty corner is forthcoming as the horn sounds.
Skowhegan in the same spot they were in at the end of the second quarter. Did I make sure I got it correct? Is that the seventh this quarter?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
Okay, making sure I didn't miss one. 7 this quarter, 11 for the game.
All right, Quinn scored their last goal off a penalty corner. Will distribute to Savage. Savage has to retreat, and Lewiston able to get back into the play, and that officially ends the third period. 2 goals in the period, both by Skowhegan. They will take a 2-goal lead into the fourth. The score at the end of 3, Skowhegan 2, Lewiston 0. You're watching and listening to Playoff Field Hockey on the Score.
At Hite Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Hite Chevy. Hite Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Hite family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a biweekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
Hi, this is Mike Perkins from KMD Driving School. I've been instructing your children in driver's ed for years. We're accepting new students for the fall and winter classes. Let the professionals teach your children. Call 465-4835. Sign them up for KMD Driving School. New classes begin every 3 weeks. Call 465-4835, 465-4835, or visit us online at kmddrivingschool.com. The journey begins with us. KMD Driving School.
Third quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. And there's a lot to break down. 2 goals in the period, one by Sedalia Savage, 2:49. Came off a penalty corner, 1-0 Skowhegan. Second goal of the quarter scored by Ellie Quinn at 9:18. Also off a penalty corner. And penalty corners 7-0 in favor of the Skowhegan Riverhawks in the third period. Third quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan.
Yeah, again, talked about you could sense it, I feel like, a little bit there at the second quarter. I thought that Skowhegan really started to establish that possession, him the ball in, talked about it at halftime. Lewiston needed to find some way to just get some kind of rush going the other way. That Skowhegan buzzsaw was going to get him. That Skowhegan buzzsaw got him.
You had a feeling it would happen. And it did. 2 goals in the third. Skowhegan with a 2-zip lead.
And again.
Yeah.
You say cold as a button?
I don't have any idea what he said. I can't.
Oh, too cold for bunting. You said yes, so I assumed you heard what he said.
You know, when you get old and you lose your hearing and people say something, you just nod.
Yeah, no,
at
that's
them.
fair. That's fair.
It is too cold for bunting camp. I completely agree with that. We will postpone any further bunting camp until at least Thursday, when it's supposed to warm up a lot. Skowhegan has warmed up here in the third and have scored twice. Here's Quinn. Quinn in deep, where she certainly can make magic. She doesn't there, though. It's cleared out by Lewiston. Restart here for the Blue Devils. Smacked up, intercepted by Dodge. Jaden Dodge.
A smart play there by Dodge. She held up there as Holloway took that away, because I think that would have been a whistle going the other way. Heads-up play.
Savage. Savage goes deep, stopped. Savage gets it back. Savage stick handles inside. Savage turns, fires. It's blocked. Still loose there at the feet of a Skowhegan defender. That was Charlotte Crowley. And they will penalty corner again.
She's just so good. And again, that's what I hope she does get the recognition, like you said, Mike, because she does it in bursts when her team needs it. It's not all the time, but it's when the team really needs it.
All right, here's Quinn. Ready to roll. Slow one to Savage. Savage over to Mayo. Back for Savage as Savage jumped inside the circle, but it doesn't pay off.
And Lewiston, that absolutely cannot happen.
Yeah.
That's an unforced error right there.
Yeah. Cannot give the ball up like that. Got to have possession. So Haney smacks it up. To Quinn inside the circle. That's out.
Again, Skowhegan not generating, I don't want to say not generating shots on goals. You'd like to see something out of that, but the thing is just generating chances. Chance after chance after chance.
All right, trying to get it out of the zone here for Lewiston. Valerie Potvin. Potvin up the far side for Mills. Mills up for Tremblay. Lucia Tremblay. Back to Mills. Pease is there. Faith to the line. Stopped by Cody. Now to Mayo. Mayo rides it to the right, ahead for Noyes. Sweep check there by Lewiston. The turn out of the zone by Taylor, back in by Mayo. Mayo backs in, turns around, redirect is wide, and it will go to Lewiston.
I thought somebody got a piece of that, but based on what the ref's saying, we'll see here on the mid-state machine replay. Nope, good call. I think just open face there from Quinn, just went wide. No, I was right. Ha! Don't doubt myself.
Let others do that.
That's fair. There's
Here's
plenty
Savage.
to do sometimes, too.
Savage, right side to no one.
That miscommunication there. Noise cut in immediately.
Holloman trying to clear it. That didn't work out well. In front, sweeping at it Quinn. She missed it. Sweeping at it Haney. She missed it. And now Lewiston works it out. Do the Blue Devils have a shot on goal? They don't, do
Not
they?
yet. No penalty corners, no shots.
Mayo. By Noyes and out.
Tell you what, you're the Blue Devils. Down 2-0. Count your blessings, because especially Quinn getting a hold of that one when nobody's standing in front of her. Probably should be 3-0, but she missed that one.
Here is Quinn. Broken up. Lewiston on the restart. They need some thunder. They played a solid game defensively, giving up just 2 goals in the third after pitching a shutout in the first half.
And shout out Cody there trying to handle the ball for Lewiston. I think she's played really well.
She's a good player.
Lone returning varsity starter, though, and I think you see, again, team that wanted to get to the playoffs, had 16 seniors, I think.
17.
17, excuse me.
Here's Alberico. Trying to go to the net. Stopped. Sweeping it out now is Langlois. Langlois clears it near side. That'll go back to Skowhegan. Jaden Dodge will restart it.
That Dodge tougher than I. Look at that. No sleeves, no leggings. Straight up normal attire.
Of course, they're running around on a field generating some energy. You and I are doing nothing. That's out.
And I can't underline that enough. Nothing.
Right.
Nothing. Hey, that's not totally true. Someone decided we were worth an award this weekend.
Yes, thanks to the Idaho Association of Broadcasters. They're the ones who made the call.
Oh, that's right.
Idaho, the
forgot.
Idaho Association of Broadcasters did the judging, and we won first place for Sports Report feature for the story of Candace Parent, A Mother's Legacy. Back it goes to Quinn. Quinn, a stick handle, goes in, smacks it, redirect, score! Sedalia Savage right on the doorstep. Her second of the game, 3-0 Skowhegan.
Talk about right place, right time. Savage, as you see there on the Mid-State Machine Instant Replay, really didn't even get much of that, but she got enough.
Didn't need much. 5:37 the time of the goal. And it's 3-0 Skowhegan.
I will say, so with that Mother's Legacy, shout out Sean Packard, who does a lot of great work with our video department in sports. Mike obviously did a ton of great stuff. But shout out Coach Sam Smith and Mesolonsky, who I made sure to give them their props when we shared that on social media that we won, who messaged me back and said, hey, congratulations, you guys deserve it. Can't wait to see you guys in a few weeks.
It's that close.
I can't believe it.
It's that close. Of course, that'll be a completely different looking team.
Yeah.
This year, although Mr. Ryan Parent will be a part of it.
Yeah, I think it's, not to get too much into the weeds in it because we're into our fall playoffs, but I think even with the transfer, I suppose you would call it, still returning, I think, 5 juniors from last year's team, so it ought to be a pretty good team.
And I'm drawing a blank on Mr. Smith's first name.
Merrick.
Merrick, thank you. I knew it was unusual. Merrick Smith, a great big man of Meso who prepped out. But, yeah, the story of Ryan Parent last year was something else. You had to be there until we decided we were going to produce a feature on it. Then you were there.
Yeah. And
it was that good.
It was a special game to be a part of.
What a story.
In a really cool season where I can tell you, I think I talked about it a little bit last year. I called games in Utah before this 5 years. I can count on 3 fingers maybe the number of buzzer beaters I saw in Utah, in basketball specifically, and you and I had 4 last year.
We had a lot of them.
At least, I think I could think of 3. Meso over Lawrence, Nokomis over Meso, and Meso over Skowhegan. It was always Meso.
They were right in the middle of
All
it, weren't
they?
Yeah. They really were. All right, Cody, knocked down. Charlotte Haney will restart it. Haney smacks it up. Boy, if she could have gotten that through the first wave, Alberico was right there in front, and so was Faith Pease. Couldn't get it through, though. Nunn, far side, goes out off Lauren.
And again, Nunn, just an example of if you playing in Class A North this year, just got to roll your eyes because, again, super young Skowhegan team. Nunn, a prime example. I don't think was really playing when you and I had Skowhegan at the beginning of the season. It's now become an integral part of that defense.
Yeah, and also we did see a lot of Sydney Perkins middle of the year, and she'll be a factor next year.
Yes.
But we're getting ahead of ourselves because this year still goes on. Skowhegan with a 3-0 lead here, 6:45 to go. Alberico could be in alone. Alberico laid it back to Pease and a bouncing ball. She couldn't get any wood on it.
Heads up play there by Alberico. Could have absolutely taken that. Makes a great play, but a bouncing ball right there in that little rough patch. And Pease just can't find good wood, as you would say.
Quinn centers. It's deflected out. On the stick of Noyes. Noyes ridden off the play by Tremblay. Lucia Tremblay will leave it for a teammate. And it's Paige Taylor. Taylor smacks it in, and it goes out right in front of the Lewiston bench.
Talk about adjustments, so again, Lewiston just a few weeks ago played this Skowhegan team and lost 7-0. Stalemated them in the first half and just 3-0 here with 6 minutes to go. Really nice adjustments by the Blue Devils coaching staff and players.
Solid performance. Here's Noyes on the steal. Noyes over to Alberico. Alberico up the right. Bouncing ball on this hard grass now, on this hard surface. No forgiving bounces at all. Noyes deep. Centers. Alberico right there trying to drive to the net, and it's going to go to Lewiston. 5:25 to go. Ow. Alberico avoided full-on impact there.
Initially off the shaft there, but I think caught right above the knee, it looked like.
Holloman blocked by Dodge. It's going to go back to Holloman and Lewiston, though. 5 minutes left. So tomorrow night, Lawrence at Coney. Tomorrow afternoon, 5:30 start.
Such a good game. Talk about mismade field hockey candidates.
All kinds of them. Abby Morrill. Of course, we've got Sedalia Savage at least here. Maybe Ellie Quinn, who knows? We've got Abby Morrill. We've got Maddie Niles tomorrow.
Good luck, Coney field hockey record chasers in the future, by the way. Abby Morrill set the career goal record a couple games ago and has just continued to stack on since.
Just add it on, add it on, add it on.
And I believe from what I heard from Mr. Maines, A.D. Maines, and I don't think it was Abby's mother. I think might have been Hendrickson's mother, just because you and her become such besties. Expect her, I believe they expect her to very, very much do the same for girls lacrosse this spring.
Yeah.
Not only to get it and then put it very high.
Yes, she can score. All right, Nunn retreats. Good stick handle, then she lost it, though.
Cody's had a good game.
Right at the edge of the circle. She is a good little player, Lauren Cody, who's coming back for Lewiston next year. She's just a junior. Inside, goes deep. It's going to go to Skowhegan here with 3:40 to go.
Actually, Mike, I think that was last off. It's just going to go out the circle, but stay with the Blue Devils.
Okay, so out to the line.
Cody's really done a nice job holding her own today. Again, talk about a young Lewiston team. 17 seniors. That is it seems like you and I have to go 2 or 3 games with some of the rosters we see to get that many seniors.
Yeah. That's a lot to lose.
Yeah, it is.
And again, they set their goal at the beginning of the season, make the playoffs, be competitive in our conference. They did both of those things and really played well here today. This is a very impressive performance by Lewiston, only down 3-0 no matter what happens the rest of the way with 3 minutes to go.
I agree.
Alberico, deep and forced out. It'll go to Lewiston. Smacked up the near side by Valerie Potvin. Goes out in front of the bench.
I hit an open teammate, unfortunately not subbed in.
Right.
Like that Detroit. Did you see that Detroit play a couple days? I think it was last week. The Pistons won. They got busted with 6 guys on the court.
No, I missed that.
Oh, man. I think it was against the Pacers.
I'm not even sure if that would help the Pistons.
Nah, I don't think so either.
Here's Quinn.
Like the funny thing is, because as we all know,
Quinn deep, tripped up. Holloman comes away with it. Near side, Holloman trying to do it with one hand on the stick, taken away by Alberico. Alberico with Noyes. Alberico to the goal line, centers, nobody home. Rolls free. Noyes gets that loose ball, still loose, tamped down. And it's going to go to Lewiston with 1:45 left.
As I say, as we all know, when you're a defensive player, anything happens, you have to immediately pretend like it didn't happen. You didn't foul anybody. The coach argued with the ref. I'm like, there's no arguing, coach. There's 6 guys on the court.
Noyes, deep. Stopped. Cleared away now by Holloman. Holloman on the restart. Holloman scoops it up to Tremblay. Lucia Tremblay. Checked on the play by Lillian Smith.
Should become a heck of a defender this season, too, for one of the newbies.
Very quietly is done the job this year. Deep. Lewiston trying to get a shot. It would be their first of the game if they could.
I like to stay with him here. It's off Smith.
50 seconds to go. All right, here's Cody. Cody weaving through. Shots blocked. Cleared by Sedalia Savage. They're going to give him a penalty corner. They are. So the first penalty corner of the game for Lewiston comes with 30 seconds to go. It'll be Ava Dion to distribute. So let's see what Lewiston does here. Can they get on the board and spoil the shutout? Dion. You'll hear the horn in the midst of all of this. Disregard. Back to the top to Cody. Cody, it's blocked. And that?
Another one.
They're going to give him another one. They will allow this. So this will all happen with no time left on the clock. So a second penalty corner. The pass out front. Cody has to retreat to get it. Got checked on the play there by Skowhegan, and that should do it. It does. That is it. Breaking that last play up there, Lillian Smith. Shutout preserved. Final score in this one, it was not easy. A grinding victory for sure for Skowhegan. The final, the Skowhegan Riverhawks 3 and the Lewiston Blue Devils nothing. We're back with the post-game show and our score player of the game coming up after this on Sports Radio 1160. WSKW, The Score.
For the safety of you and your family, 201 Tire Battery and Service on Riverside Drive in Vassalboro offers only the best and most reliable tires and batteries, including used batteries for your ride, cars, motorcycles, and more. And tires for everything. Tractors, lawnmowers, your car and truck, custom rims? Yup, of course. Open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 until 5, Friday till 3. Pet friendly with free battery testing and complimentary ice cream. 201 Tire Battery and Service on the Augusta-Vassalboro line.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer?
Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades. And Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts. So your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
Local sports on The Score brought to you by the Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where Carson trucks always cost you less. Online, find them at cmautogroup.com. Fourth quarter breakdown presented by 201 Service in Skowhegan. Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. One goal in the fourth. Sedalia Savage, her second of the game at 5:57. That accounted for the final score 3-0. No goals after that. Penalty corners in the fourth, 2-1 in favor of the Lewiston Blue Devils, but they were absolutely outshot to the tune of 13-0 for the game in this one. Our fourth quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan. A solid performance by the Lewiston Blue Devils. They've got to be very happy with the way that they handled this 22-time in a row regional champion. That was certainly heavily favored coming in, that they had lost to 7-0 earlier this year. Progress was made by Lewiston.
Yeah, he said just a few weeks ago they lost 7-0, and then they played them to a stalemate. 0-0 at half, did a nice job, held no penalty corners, didn't give up any in the first quarter, 4 in the second quarter. Thought played well, but again, talked about it. The challenge with Skowhegan is they wear you down I think they're not quite as explosive on offense as they may have been in years past, but they've always been pretty sound defensively. And eventually you just get worn down as you're constantly having to play defense. They started to, I think, really establish that possession in the second quarter, and then you saw them kind of break through finally in the third quarter and really take control of the game and not look back.
So that leads us to our score player of the game, and said player of the game is Sedalia Savage. 2 goals, 1 assist in this one, so she is our Flagship Cinemas score player of the game. Flagship Cinemas, consistent pricing and a premium cinema experience on Kennedy Memorial Drive in Waterville. She gets a ticket to go to the movies at Flagship Cinemas, also the Score swag bag, Score t-shirt, Score player of the game keychain, all to Sedalia Savage of the Skowhegan Riverhawks. So playoff game number 1 in the books. Playoff game number 2 in field hockey tomorrow afternoon. It'll be from Fuller Field in Augusta. Game time 5:30. The Coney Rams, the 2 seed, taking on the number 7 Lawrence Bulldogs. The 7 seed Lawrence beat Coney in overtime earlier this year in a game we did on the score 2-1.
It was
regulation. You're right. It was not overtime. It was regulation. If you want to see it, it's available right now in the vault at centralmainsports.com. It was a great game, or you can find it on our YouTube channel as well. We are at Central Maine Sports on YouTube. So that's going to do it for us here this afternoon. For Chaz Wing, for Ashley Knight, and for AJ Knight, I'm Mike Violet saying so long from Skowhegan Area Memorial High School. Final score in the Class A field hockey quarterfinals, the Skowhegan Riverhawks 3 and the Lewiston Blue Devils 0.
You've been watching yet another live local broadcast of high school sports on The Score. It's brought to you by Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, Assistance Plus, SBS Carbon Copy, Manchester Motors, Casella Waste, Computer Improvements, Height Chevrolet, 201 Service Skowhegan, Connected Credit Union, KVFCU, Skowhegan Savings Bank, Skowhegan Tire Center, KMD Driving School, and Flagship Cinemas. Every game we do on The Score is always available for you to watch again or have someone else watch for the first time. All of our games are stored in the vault at centralmainsports.com and also on The Score's YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. To find out when the next game is on The Score, check out our game schedule at 1160thescore.com or centralmainsports.com. Your team from your town plays here on the place for local sports, The Score.